Love never dies.
But you might if you're one of the couples in Hard Eyes. Watch our review next. What's up, Misfits and Metalheads? Welcome to another episode of the Cutting Room Floor. We are from the band Cut Like This. I am Thorn Black.
I'm Roseblood.
And today we are talking about new horror movie Heart Eyes streaming on Netflix. Rose, why don't you tell them a little bit about this one?
All right. Well, let's see. I got a ton of notes about this one.
Get the notes.
I heard a lot about this one even before it came out. I'm super psyched that right now you can watch it on Netflix. It's readily available for streaming action. So come and get it. If you missed it, it is directed by Josh Rubin, actor, writer, and director of the feature film Scare Me. He's also the founding member of College Humor. He did Late. He was also a writer for Late Night with James Corden. He's done thousands and thousands of skits, which is why this movie is very, very funny, very amusing. The writers are Christopher Landon, who you will know from Freaky, Happy Death Day, all of the Paranormal Activity movies, Disturbia, Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. We love Christopher Landon.
Oh,
we
actually
love a lot of his movies.
I have to say I've seen a majority of those,
we've
and
seen all of those.
I just didn't know who was writing them.
Yes,
that's great. Yeah.
So he's the main writer, but also Philip Murphy, who wrote Expendables 4, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, and Michael Kennedy, who is another co-writer for Freaky, and also It's a Wonderful Knife, which is another really fun movie. So Christopher Landon is awesome because he has really kind of gone out of his way to make these really interesting movies that kind of blend old movies. Like Freaky is obviously a combination of Freaky Friday and Friday the 13th. It kind of mushes that idea together, which is really cool. It's like taking something that's really familiar and then just giving it that little
I like that he took the Freaky Friday thing and didn't just straight clone it also, because
it's so good. It's so well done.
And not like I haven't enjoyed it, I definitely have, but it's nice to see a fresh spin on it also.
It's so well done. We should probably if you guys want to see us do a review of Freaky, I know it's been out for a while now, but if you guys want us to review Freaky, we will do it. Drop a comment and let us know. Moving right along, we got just a couple more minutes. Let's go. We're going to try to finish this all up in 10 minutes. We're going to try not to spoil it for you.
Why don't you hit him with a little synopsis? What is Heart Eyes about, for those who don't know?
Heart Eyes is a combination of a rom-com and a slasher chunked together. It's absolutely referencing, it literally references rom-coms, and there's one point where the hilarious speech where one of the characters, Monica, the best friend of the main character Allie, she's they're talking or whatever, and she's giving this whole little monologue, and in this monologue there are no less than, I believe, 19 references. The whole speech is practically entirely just different titles of different rom-coms, which I thought was a hilarious touch.
After she started talking for a while, I was like, wait, hold on. Haven't I seen 3 of those? Is she doing what I think she's doing?
Yep. And she was. So really clever writing, really funny. It stars Olivia Holt as Allie McCabe. We got Mason Gooding as Jay Simmons. If he looks familiar to you, that is because he is the son of Cuba Gooding Jr. We've got Michaela Watkins, who plays the boss, Crystal Kane. We've got Devon Sawa of freaking so many horror movies, but one of my very favorites, Final Destination. We've got him in there. He's Detective Zeke Hobbs. Very funny joke because his partner is Detective Shaw, so it's Hobbs and Shaw, because she is played by Jordana Brewster of the Fast Five franchise. And then we've also got,
I like that little joke.
That was a funny joke. That was a funny joke. And then we've also got Gigi Zumbato as Allie's bestie, Monica, and she's the one that has that hilarious speech. Zumbado.
That's kind of a cool last name.
Yeah. She's actually from an acting family. Her sisters are both actresses as well. I believe they do Spanish films and stuff like that. but I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that one. I could be wrong about that one. I'll admit it. Anyway, moving right along, we've got a movie that is chock full of really fun, like just nonstop references to like, just like the meet cutes and all the bullshit that you expect in a rom-com and
Mhm.
stuff. But there's always the menace of the Heart Eye
A
Killer,
hard-eye
who they
slasher
affectionately
around,
call
like,
him
uh-oh.
HEK. This dude, first off, really cool design.
I love the design. I love this
very
mask.
cool design.
I
The
love
the,
this
the
Heart Eyes
mask of Heart
Yeah,
Eyes.
it's really cool.
It's very cool. Like
Especially when you see him in the dark.
let me give him his
Oh,
props right
man.
here. Let me give him his props right here. The guy who created that mask is also the guy that did a lot of the masks and props and stuff for Freaky as well. Awesome. What a cool design. It stands
Yeah.
out. And what a fucking cool killer, because there's like all these little cool, like obviously different weapons. We got the Cupid bow arrow, and he's got like a little, there's like a little throwing knife with a little heart in the handle. I'm like, I love,
Yeah, he's all
as
about
you
the
can
heart
see,
insignia.
I'm all about some good branding and stuff like that. I just thought it was very cool, very stylish killer, very, very unique and interesting.
Really
look.
cool killer, really cool design. Like, again, I love that mask. I love also some of the scenes where the killer is in the dark, and say like his back is at you and you can't really see that well, and then he slowly turns around and you just see the glowing eyes come over, like with the hearts.
When the eyes lit up, I was like, oh, forget
when he
it.
turns
I was
the
like,
eyes
oh,
on,
that was like,
and he has an
chef's kiss
unfair
right
advantage of he can see better in the dark with that mask
There
on,
you
too.
go.
It's not just a mask, So I like that it has a little bit of utility to match the style as
Very
well.
cool.
I'm like,
Absolutely.
well designed.
Yeah, yeah. There are some very cool kills in this movie, by the way. Like it definitely leans towards that comedy, just like how Freaky and Death Day, there are very snappy, very funny scripts and stuff. This is also a very funny script. There's just very like constant like funny moments and everything. I really enjoyed it. Allie is this kind of, she's played by Olivia Holt. She's kind of like a very serious, like, she's the more cynical one. She doesn't really care about, she's like got a broken heart. She does not give a crap about the upcoming holiday, Valentine's Day.
And you think she would be safe because Hard Eyes is really
but through all of these weird circumstances, she is not safe. And you'll see why. So it was really cool. It was really interesting. I really enjoyed that about it. I thought that it was cool that, like, she she's a very big contrast to Jay, who's played by Mason Gooding, as I mentioned earlier. He's all about love. He grew up in a family, like he saw his parents like fall in love and like, their love story and everything.
He's
Cuba's son, yeah.
Oh,
so
no, I don't see it.
If you look at it again, you'll be like, oh, like I didn't see it at first, but then there was something familiar about him when I saw him, and I was just like, I wonder what it is.
Knowing that, I did not catch that. I have to look at him again.
Handsome guy though, definitely a handsome dude. Lot of charisma. He does a great job in his role in this movie. He's definitely a counter to Allie. And it's interesting because usually it would be like the cynical man that hates stuff. And then instead they kind of flipped it. And it's the woman that's like really, really cynical and kind of closed off. And the guy that's like all about love. You know what I mean? Like he's just like all about the holiday. Like he loves it. And he's just like, he's excited about it. And she's just hating. Really fun movie, fantastic killer, very, very cool kills. Lots of fun meta references, like many Easter eggs.
We gotta rate this. You're just giving stuff away you say after a rating.
Okay.
What are you doing?
All right.
Come on.
So, out of 5 chainsaws being the best.
5 being the best, 1 being...
How many chainsaws would you give to Heart Eyes?
I'm gonna give Heart Eyes a big old 4 out of 5 chainsaws. I dug this movie. I like the concept. I like the killer. I like the mask. I like that the mask also had a little bit of utility and wasn't just another mask to cover like a killer's face. Like all the little heart insignias that was just like his shtick and everything.
Yeah, very cool.
And it was just a cool movie. I didn't realize how many people that put this movie together I've already been a fan of their
Yeah,
work
yeah.
for quite a while until you told me just now, actually. But
Yay!
yeah, happily
Research
enjoyed.
nerd. Come through the
Rose,
clutch.
what will you give Heart Eyes?
I am going to give Heart Eyes just a little bit more love. I'm going to give it a 4.5
Ooh.
because I think this is a great movie to watch with your friends. You can watch it multiple times because of all the Easter eggs. I noticed that he loves to do Easter eggs in Freaky. There's a lot of really fun little Easter eggs and
Mhm.
references to all these other horror movies, especially of course Friday the 13th. And I really enjoy that. I dig it. I'm into it. This was a really fun little romp.
Mhm.
Again, great killer, great killer. Definitely some notes of Valentine's Day, that movie Valentine's Day. There's definitely some references to that as well. I just really dug it. It was super fun.
Yeah, same here.
And I would definitely,
It's a fun
and
watch.
it's a great movie to be able to watch again because you definitely missed some Easter eggs the last time you saw it. So you can rewatch. It has rewatchability. So that's why I gave it the extra half point.
Nice. All right, there you go. Head to Netflix if you're looking for something to watch. You know your spooky besties always holding you down.
That's right.
We are from the band Cut Like This. We have a ton of music here on YouTube, Spotify, Bandcamp, all over the place. Go support us. Drop a comment. Let us know that you're feeling the show or not.
Yeah.
Right.
And let us know what else you want us to cover. We're open. We will listen. So you need to just get your little hands to typing, okay? Get that tippity tappity.
It's thumbs nowadays.
Yeah.
Let's be real. It's thumbs.
Let's
It's
get those thumbs
Like,
moving. Let's
come
get
on.
those thumbs moving.
Or it's a swipe, or no, it's thumbs. Like, I don't even swipe that much. Like.
All that being said,
That's all for today. We are